In the beginning, absolute emptiness reigned over the abyss. At the start of everything, when eternity was still a blank canvas and silence reigned over the infinite abyss, God dreamed of life. The earth was formless and empty, but something moved over the primordial waters. The creative spirit floated over the abyss. His spirit moved over the surface of the waters, and he said,
"It is very dark here. Let there be light."
And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness.
You, light, shall be called day, as you decide, my Lord. And you, darkness, shall be called night.
So shall it be, my Lord.
Before time, before existence, there was only darkness. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Before form, before balance, there existed only an infinite ocean. The universe was an endless ocean, an untamed abyss.
Let the firmament be made. Let the waters be divided, and let order be born.
The waters begin to divide. The upper waters rise like liquid mountains, while the lower ones recede, revealing the vast firmament in the center. Now the sky will reign over the heights, and the earth will be formed in the depths. The waters split into two liquid titans. The upper ones rose like ethereal mountains, while the lower ones sank in chaotic dance. Between them, a new domain emerged, the sky, majestic and eternal. Thus, the sky was formed, an eternal barrier between high and low. There was no land yet, only a wild ocean that refused to yield. The waters covered the world, but creation was still not complete. Enough of chaos. Waters, withdraw. Make way for the land. Let the waters gather, and let the dry land emerge. The waters begin to withdraw violently, as if an invisible force were dragging them. Mountains and lands emerge from the depths. Thus, the earth was born, powerful, firm, ready to be the home of life. Let the earth bloom. Let vegetation sprout. Let the trees be born, and let the green fill this world. The chaos of before has disappeared. The earth is now fertile and vibrant, with rivers, mountains, and forests in every corner. Life had begun, and creation flourished under its gaze. From every seed, an explosion of green bursts in all directions. Colossal trees emerge, their branches stretching like arms toward the sky. Endless meadows cover the land. Flowers are born with golden flashes. Vegetation multiplies at an overwhelming speed. The barren became fertile. The void was filled with splendor. It is beautiful, but we are not finished yet. An infinite, dark, and cold firmament. The newly formed earth lies in twilight, covered by shadows that stretch endlessly. The silence is overwhelming, as if the universe were holding its breath. The world existed, but still slept in the darkness. Time existed, but without direction. Creation awaited its awakening, and God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament to illuminate the earth and separate the day from the night. Let the light rule over the darkness. Let the day and the night rise and claim their dominion." From the hands of God, a sphere of fire bursts into the void. The energy is so intense that it ripples through space itself. A titanic and radiant orb begins to take shape. The sun stabilizes. Its golden light spreads over the earth. Mountains, seas, and newly born valleys feel its heat for the first time. The shadow retreats before its authority. The day had been born, and with it, the kingdom of light. Then God said, "And you, moon, will be the guardian of the night. Soften the darkness with your glow. You will guide the darkness." God raises his other hand. From his palm emanates a cold, white light, which condenses into a silver sphere. The moon emerges, floating gently with a serene glow. Unlike the sun, its light is cold and peaceful, bathing the night in a silver radiance. Now the light will reign. Rise, lights of the firmament, and proclaim the beginning of time. From the palms of God, thousands of celestial sparks emerge like a river of light. They scatter across the vastness of space, setting the universe aflame with titanic stars. Like jewels upon an eternal mantle, the stars were sown in the heavens, and thus the sky was filled with twinkling jewels, witnesses of eternity. The sun shines with majesty. The moon illuminates with tenderness. The stars adorn the firmament like a divine cloak. The earth receives the light in its proper measure. Creation has its rhythm, and time has found its path. Thus, there will be a time for everything, and order will remain. The earth is complete, but empty. The seas stretch out in their immensity. Their crystalline waters reflect the sun. The skies are vast, waiting to be filled. A gentle wind sweeps through the valleys, like a whisper of destiny. Everything was ready, but the soul of creation was still missing. And God said, "Let the waters be filled with life. Roar, conquer the waters. Fill the abyss with your splendor. Fill the seas. Conquer the depths. This world is yours." From the deepest parts of the seas, a luminous shockwave expands like a roar of divine energy. The tide churns with fury, as if the very essence of existence were awakening. From the depths, a burst of energy erupts. Small fish of every color burst onto the scene, alongside gigantic creatures and beings that had never existed before. The ocean roared, and within it, the dance of life awakened. The waters could not contain themselves, and life sprang forth from their depths like an unstoppable torrent. Fly, lift your eyes, proclaim to the world that it has awakened. God opens his arms, and a golden and blue aurora covers all the creatures. It is an explosion of vital energy, and with a burst of light, the skies are filled with countless forms of life. From the celestial light, winged shadows emerge, taking shape in mid-flight. Hawks, eagles, and swallows unfold in the sky, raising their voices in a chorus of freedom. Grow, multiply, let every corner and creation resonate with your existence. What was once only a stage now had a soul. The world that was once still, a new dawn approaches, and with it, the greatest is yet to come. An overwhelming silence envelops the earth. The winds have ceased, the oceans are calm. The birds and the fish gaze toward the horizon, as if they knew that something incredible is about to happen. All of creation had awakened, but its heirs were still missing.
Let the earth produce life in abundance.
The ground cracks with a roar. The earth opens, and from within emerge the first beasts, as if life itself were breaking its chains, as if it were roaring from the mountains, the valleys, and the forests. Colossal beasts burst onto the scene. The earth roared, and life responded with its own strength. The earth now roars with life, but the heart to guide it is still missing. It is grand, but the most important part is still missing. God stops. The wind ceases to blow. The universe itself seems to hold its breath. This is not a common act. It is the most important moment of all creation. It would not be just a creature, it would be His image on earth. God leans over the still figure. His eyes shine with an indescribable intensity. With a whisper that shakes reality itself, He blows His own breath into the most sacred creation. And then, for the first time in history, a man breathed. The man's eyes suddenly open. In his gaze, the sun, the sky, the entire universe is reflected. His chest rises and falls for the first time. The sound of his first breath echoes through the earth like an eternal echo. Welcome, my image on earth, and thus man was created on the sixth day of creation. But God noticed that man felt very lonely, despite having company among the animals and more. And God thought and said,
It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a companion for you.
And God took advantage when Adam fell asleep, and from the closest part of his heart, like the ribs, He made the woman. Be fruitful, multiply, rule the earth with wisdom. Now, the world overflows with life. The seas roar with dancing creatures. The skies vibrate with choirs of wings. The mountains and valleys are alive. And at the center of it all, the man and the woman gaze at the horizon, ready to write their own story. The world had been created, and its story was about to begin. The earth shines with life. The mountains rise majestically. The rivers flow like the veins of the world. The skies shine with dancing stars. The seas roar with energy. The meadows wave in the wind. And at the center of it all, the man and the woman gaze at the horizon. The world had awakened, and its harmony resonated in every corner of the cosmos. It is complete. Every star, every leaf, every heartbeat, all were part of a perfect symphony. It is very good. This day will be holy. An eternal reminder that even in the greatest work, rest is sacred. And so rest was sanctified, not as an end, but as the crowning of the work. Adam and Eve hold hands and look upward. They do not see God, but they feel Him. Their existence is a divine testimony, the atmosphere of love and the power of the Creator. They were the first witnesses of the miracle and the guardians of history.
It is beautiful.
It is perfect.
The earth was not only alive, it was complete, and now time belongs to them.